Hey guys, I'm Coach J with Blue 57, and today I want to talk to you about our internship program because we will have approximately 8 to 10 interns with us at all times. It's very helpful for us to have interns. They're able to help out with a lot of the things that we're doing while also gaining experience at the same time. So I just wanted to kind of give you a big picture about what our internship program is about, so you can make a decision if this is something that you want to do, if it's something that you can commit to, and if it's something that you'll benefit from. So, in the end, we want you guys to benefit from working in sports, working in recruiting, seeing things that you are not going to be exposed to in a college classroom or college project. So what I want to do is just kind of go over the essence about what we're doing, just the big picture part of it, so that you can have an idea about what we're doing. The biggest piece with the internship is that I experienced when I was working in the world. It was very difficult to break into the sports world. If you don't know somebody, it's just very difficult to break in. And I know some of you guys have experienced the same thing. That you have to have experience to get in, and nobody's willing to give you an opportunity to get experience. So that is a big reason why we started our internship program, because we are doing things and we have a lot of flexibility, so guys can work on things on their time schedule. So you're working, basically most everybody is working from their laptop. So guys can work from California, they can work from Texas, they can work from Ohio. We don't require that they have to show up at a job site, that they have to report to specific places. So from your side of it, if you have a laptop and you have some time each day, we want an hour a day, or if you can't do an hour every day, we need an hour and a half, whatever it is to make up. We're looking for around 6 to 7 hours a week, but we need guys that can jump on our boards daily, because the activity and the things that we're going is very fast moving. A lot of things can change in 3 days. So we need the steady guy. We don't need the hype guy. We need a steady guy. Steady guys and girls that can jump on, evaluate, do the things that we're doing. But we kind of look at this as, for a lot of people, it has a feel of a hobby, but because it's fun and it's cool and it's interesting, and we got a lot of moving parts. So it's pretty exciting stuff. I think that you'll learn a lot from seeing the things that we're doing. But but we are also looking for people that can knock out work. We're looking for guys that want to grow, that want to learn new stuff, that constantly are hard workers. So because what we're trying to do is build a network. So some of our college people will come back and work for us at a later point as a scout, scouting a region or territory. We will also hire people on as analysts, but this is your opportunity for us to see kind of what your work ethic is and to see how your communication is. Because if those two things are not good, then we can't push you into our system. We don't mind helping you get out there into the other parts of the universe and world and doing other things. But our ultimate goal is to have a group of people that come in, that learn, that are coachable, that provide input, that give us, that grow and develop, and people that if they don't work for us, they're going to go work for a sports team or something else where we have a connection with them, and we can continue to build the relationship. So we know a ton of college coaches. So we have a great relationship with college coaches. We know trainers. We know people in this industry on high levels. So to us, we're about helping people that have helped us, and we don't mind. We've had people leave us before to go work in other jobs and then come back to us. because they enjoyed the work, and they just needed more additional experience. So, that's kind of the way that we approach it. And we want you to be able to have some stuff for your resume, but we also want you to help us do what we're doing. We want you to learn stuff, to gain some experience, so when you go in for an interview, you got some confidence about you. You know the language. Kind of enough about sports, and enough about recruiting that it'll carry you over for other things. So there's nothing like learning. There's nothing like confidence. That's what people are looking for. They want people with experience. And so that's that's a big piece of what we're offering our interns. From a flexibility standpoint, we just need to know approximately what time you're going on our boards, so we can make sure that we're covering all the times. So once we lock that in, we're looking for, like I said, we're looking for about an hour a day. I do need you guys to text me and just give me a quick summary of what you got done. Communication is huge. We got so many moving parts that I need to know that things are being done. I can't have a guy disappear for a week and he tell me that he was on spring break or he had something. I just need to know. So I don't really care what your business is. I just need to know if you're not working a certain area, I got to move somebody over to that area. We just got a lot of people involved with this, because our customers and the people we're working with are college coaches. We can't just lay off and not do anything on certain areas, because there's a lot of activity going on. So I just want to kind of make sure you guys understand that. That's a big piece of what we're doing. Okay, just on some other things. There's several things that our business requires. And, I just want to make sure this is relayed and that you guys understand that. Just from just a business standpoint, Blue 57, we got to know the top players in our region. So our region is North Florida, South Georgia. So our ultimate goal is to move further north into Atlanta and further south all the way down to Miami and Tampa in that region. But right now, we're going to be experts for our region, which is North Florida, South Georgia. So we got to know the players. The second thing is we got to have incredible communication. So we have a CRM, which I think is phenomenal. It's awesome. But the other piece of the communication that I've got to implement going forward is I got to know from guys. I got to hear from guys on a regular basis, daily basis, about what they just got accomplished, so I can make sure that we're moving along on our boards. Texting is fine. I just need to get, a daily text that says, hey, I just updated this from this person to this person. I'm good to go. I don't need a one-page document. I just need, hey, I got this. We're good to go on Adams through Johnson on the P5 board, whatever it is. Okay, so incredible communication is a huge deal. I don't have the capacity or the resources to talk to everybody on the phone every single week. Obviously, if you got a question about something, I can answer that, or if we can't answer it through a text. But overall, we got to go through primarily text messaging. Once we set you up, I'll talk to you every 2 or 3 weeks. But outside of that, you just got to plug in and go. I don't have time just to keep talking to guys and encouraging them and that kind of stuff. This is something that recruiting is awesome stuff. It's fun stuff. We got a lot of moving parts. This is not complicated, but we're hiring on smart people. So I expect smart people to be able to just put their nose down and get the work done. Okay, that's what it's like in the sports world. All right. Number 3, our business depends on daily input from our analysts. So all of our interns are analysts. We need daily input. So we will be reviewing Twitter 24/7, different pieces. We got to have comments. We got to have add-ons to the information that we already have. There's activity. Guys are going on visits. Guys are committing. There's a lot of stuff going on. we will assign guys areas, and we got to have daily input from them. There's no way that you can look at 50 players or 40 players in an hour and not have some kind of input on somebody, okay, because something's moved. The next piece, we got to know the recruiting activity. So we got to know, who's visiting colleges, who's just everything that's going on with that. Who's committing to schools, who's narrowed it down, their final 3, their final 5. This is all the kind of stuff that is neat stuff, but we need to know that as part of our notes. So that's some of the things that I want you guys to add on. The other piece to it, we got to have solid evaluations, not only from a skill set, but also from a psychological piece. So we need to know who the person is. We need to know, personality type. We need to know their interests outside of high school. We like to know, everything about the person so that we know the guy. So as you understand, our business is about the more we know about players, the more we know about recruits, the more we know about their family and everything aspect about them, the more we can help them get on with a college. So the guys that we put on our boards, they got a much better chance than the guy that lives in another state who the only information they have about him is that he's 6'4", 285. He runs a 5'1". Okay, so what we're trying to do is we're collecting information on these guys. The more information that we can give, the more that college coaches have a chance of recruiting those players. So we're helping players be able to play at the next level. And colleges, the college coaches appreciate the information that we're given because it allows them to go in and talk to their unique personality. Okay, the other things that we got to have is I got to have attention to detail. If a guy is wearing jewelry, if a guy likes Buffalo Bills, if a guy says he's from Detroit, if a guy likes a certain kind of rap music, if a guy drives a Mustang, if you can tell that he's he's putting in a ton of tweets and stuff like that, he's pretty much an extroverted person. We want to know who they are. We got to know who they are. So the biggest piece of what we're doing is we must know the players. So to know these players, we have, for us that live locally, we have relationships with a lot of these players. So we know them. We take them to football games. We see them playing on Friday nights. They play on our 7-on-7 team. So we have relationships with some of them. We phone interview others, and some of you guys will be part of that as well, where you'll do a phone interview with a player. I DM players. I'd send them learning style tests, which I've sent all of you guys, so I kind of understand how you learn new material, and that helps me to know how to communicate to you. We're also looking at their Twitter for other activities that they have that's going on, and we're just gauging activity. So if they're going to games, if they're going to a specific school, that means that they like that school. If they put a picture up of anything, them with a girl, and they keep talking about their girlfriend, then we need to, that's information that we'd like to have. So keep in mind that when when we review a player's Twitter and their information about them, we're trying to discover who they are, because they are all very unique individuals. You can have a guy that lives in the same neighborhood and both of them be poor, but their personalities are very different. One of them might be a good student, the other might be an average student. One might, every kid, we have a whole grouping of kids, probably over 300 kids, and their personalities are all very, very different. It's kind of amazing that people can be so different, but that's what we're in the business of, to know that. So when you need to discover who they are and identify those things that are unique about them. We want to know about their personality type. Are they introverted, extroverted? We want to know what they're doing, and you know what they're doing by the activities. If they visit a game, if they make a big bold statement before they play a rival, all of those things kind of tell us a little bit about who that player is. anytime that a player retweets something, that is a clear indicator that that's something that they believe in. So you'll see people retweet stuff about, the NFL, about the players sitting or standing for the national anthem. You'll see players putting, every once in a while, they'll do stuff about political stuff. I don't really care if they're a Democrat or a Republican. I really don't care. All I want to know is to be able to separate it. So I can tell a lot about their personality by the things that they retweet and the things that they post on their own. So you can too. So I don't expect you guys to be sports psychologists. I don't. And because that's what I do. I spend a lot of time evaluating people so that I can help them. And so, but I do want you to be able to look at different things that they are doing and to identify those, because we are in the business of relaying information and discovering who these players are. The more things that we pick up on, this guy likes the Jags, this guy likes the Bills, this guy likes, he likes to talk trash, this guy likes to dress nice. Anything that differentiates them from a mannequin that is naked, we need to know about. So some of these guys are a little bit harder to figure out. And for those guys, just keep it moving, because I'll get in, I'll do an interview with them, I'll see them in a field, I'll talk to the person. You don't need to worry about that. But get as much as we can, and let's just kind of keep the train moving, because the way that we have this thing set up is we put you guys on individual boards, so you're continually contributing, and then it goes down to me, and I got to sign off on everybody. So just give me what you got. Give me what you see from your perspective. If you live in California and you didn't ever play sports before, you're going to have a different perspective than somebody that played 1 year in college or whatever. We got all types, and that's what's great about what we're doing. Everybody's got a different perspective. What we don't want to do is we don't want to relay negative things about people. So we're not going to get into all of that. So try to use language that is, you try to use language that is appropriate, but we're not going to be politically correct at all. Never. I don't believe in that. I don't care about all that. We're into identifying people. If a person uses a lot of cuss words on there, then we're going to say that he's got a little ghetto going on. If a guy is poor, we're going to use the word street smart. We're going to identify players for exactly who they are, because what we don't want to do is make a coach think that he's one thing, and then when the coach meets him, he figures out he's something else. That's when scholarships disappear. So we're going to identify the guy as much as we can. If a guy's a racist or we feel like he's a thug, we'll take him out of our program, because I'm not going to help guys like that. So, I'm not saying that a guy doesn't put a thing in there here or there, but I'm not in the business of following guys that are stealing and doing the wrong stuff. We're not doing that. So, we will continue to follow and promote top players. So we're in the D1 business. We're really not in the D2 NAIA business. I understand a couple of those guys are going to come through just because of the volume of the players that we're dealing with, and we will gladly send their stuff out to colleges and where we feel like we can help people. But we're in the D1 business, so we're in the business of knowing players. So guys, this is exciting for me. It's exciting for you. I feel like we got a great team. I feel like the people that I brought on have all been great contributors. I'm really enjoying it. And, I wish I just had more hours in the day to do everything that we need to do. But what I need you to do is just let me know that you've seen this video. Let me know that you're all in. And I'm going to go ahead and start assigning guys work. And you just jump on it. And then as you complete stuff, I just need to get a daily text saying, hey, this is what I got done. And, I understand that there are some days where you're only going to have 15 or 30 minutes. That's cool. But you got to carve out that time. So, I don't care if it's 11 p.m. or 2 a.m. in the morning, but this has got to be more important than going out drinking with your friends or just spending a ton of time with your girlfriend. You got to carve out this time. And so if that doesn't work for you, then just let me know, because you can't do it all. But I expect everybody to be doing well with their schoolwork and all that stuff. And this is for, an hour at night just to update your portion. And through that process, you can spend more time on Saturdays and Sundays, kind of getting into it a little bit more. Clearly, you can do that and have fun with it. But during the week, I got to have that hour. And so, if that doesn't work for you, just let me know, because we got people that we can plug in, and I just got to have a SEAL team out there doing this, because this is good stuff. We're having fun with it, but we got to be exact, and our customer base is they're all type A people, and they will accept nothing less than great work. So I appreciate you guys. I really hope that this is a good experience for you, that you can learn and grow, and that this helps give you some confidence for future work. And that's what our intention is. And along the way, we're going to have some fun too. So anyway, guys, I appreciate you, and I'll see you on the ball field.